Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tour of Kam Lake for you. So just remember to give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and make sure you subscribe if you're not. So Kam Lake area is mostly residential and an industrial kind of area, so there's nothing super exciting in this area, but it will be helpful to you if you're looking at where you might want to move or buy a house. I don't know that there's too much renting in this area, but definitely there's a lot of new houses and new trailers, and we're going to take you to some really nice houses a little later on. So as you can see up this street, there are a whole bunch of new trailers. I hate to call them trailers because I mean these are worth, I imagine $600,000 plus. They're brand new. It's a really nice area actually. I always thought I wanted to live in Niven Lake, but this might be a little more affordable and practical. I do hate that they're so close together, but you can't avoid that in Yellowknife really, so sorry for my camera skills here. My goodness. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, please. And I know I mentioned subscribing, but I didn't mention ringing the bell, so please do that. That will help you, and if you put it to all especially, it'll help you to notify you of my future videos so that you can be notified sometimes. I mean, we all know YouTube isn't perfect, but because I do make different kinds of videos that can be helpful to you. I make homeschooling videos, videos about living in Yellowknife, and then some food videos like grocery hauls and meal plans and stuff like that. So definitely make sure you ring the bell to all. So I'll only talk if I have something that I want to point out to you. For example, my mechanic is along this route, so I'm going to want to point that out to you. He's an excellent mechanic, Action Auto, Doug, he's great. So I highly recommend him. But other than that, I'm just going to stay silent. This was a nice little park here that we were passing. Trying to zoom in there. I like to find parks that aren't in the schools, especially for the school year, so that we can go to them and not have to worry about the school hours. Oh, I zoomed in on that because I was like, oh wow, they're so new. There's like paper signs in the window instead of like numbers on the houses. So you can see that when we come up to it, there's like quite a bit of construction and stuff. They're still building in this area, so it might be a great place to look for especially a new house if that's what you're looking for. Oh yeah, Chris was saying that we weren't able to travel down the main road of the Kam Lake area just because it's under construction, I guess. So just keep that in mind. We did try to take you through as much as we possibly could, but we definitely did pass some for sale signs as well. We were laughing too because we're like, everybody in this area has a boat. Because you know, when you have enough money to buy a brand new house, might as well get a boat. But this is Chris's dream area. So there's a for sale sign there. We did pass a few, so there's definitely some houses available. Although I'm sure they go quickly. If you guys haven't seen my houses and apartments video, I will put that in a card up top. Definitely check that out. I go through some houses and apartments that are available. They're definitely not available any longer, but it'll give you an idea of some housing costs, renting costs, things like that. But yeah, houses go so quickly around here if they're decent. Like I'm talking like 10 days they're already sold, like finalized and everything. So it's crazy. Pretty much like the day they go up, you got to go for a showing or you're not going to get it. We just did a little U-turn there, so I cut out the footage because we went kind of down the road a bit. But we're coming out of this residential part. When we first started the video, we turned in here, so now we're going to be turning out of this neighborhood and taking you down to a more industrial part. So we're coming out to my mechanic here. There's no sign for it, but I do zoom in on it here. It's just on the left, right there, that sort of gray building. That's where he's located. There might be a sign actually that I just couldn't get on camera, but Action Auto, and his name is Doug. I try to zoom in on as many signs as I can so you can kind of see. So there's a Kam Lake Industrial Center. I know a lot of you ask about things like that, like, oh, is this, you know, is there construction jobs, or what kind of construction companies are there, or what kind of this kind of company, you know, industrial stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't really know. I don't pay attention as much. So I tried to zoom in on some of the signs for you. Also, we're coming up to where they keep the sled dogs, because they do, like, you know, you could sign up for sledding lessons, like to, you know, oh gosh, I'm butchering this, to use the sled dogs to learn how to drive them and stuff, the Huskies. And also, obviously, you can take a tour with them and stuff in the wintertime. They were training them too. The other day we saw, and they sort of use like a side-by-side, and the dogs pull it. It was really cool. So they're getting them ready for the season. I think you have to be, I was telling Alice, because Alice is super interested in it, I think you have to be like 8 or even maybe even a little older. Maybe it was 6, I don't know. Definitely older than she is, so she can't wait to do that. It'll be really cool. There we go. There's one of them. There's a few. And then there's also a place where you can keep your pets if you're going away, like a, I don't know, tell me what you call that, guys. Like a kennel? Is that right? Like a hotel for dogs, I don't know. I think I zoom in on it, actually. It's coming up. Here it is, right here. And I'm not going to try to say that, but there it is! Nice hotel for dogs. It probably said on the sign what it was, too. I don't know. Leave it in the comments below for me what that's called. Do you have pets? Chris says this seems like the perfect place to have pets, like a dog. He thinks they'd be so happy here and stuff, but I said, not happening. I'll have all the babies in the world, but a dog is like a newborn that never grows up, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't. It's like, there's no way I'm taking care of a dog for 20 years. Forget it. This is quite nice. We drove down this little detour in the water, and then we did a U-turn, so I cut that as well, so it'll just kind of... Here we go. So I just turned around. That's exactly the same area. I just turned around. All the leaves are gone, guys. It's like winter any minute, I know it. Let me know if you're interested too. I can do these tours again in the winter time. If you're interested to see what it's like in the winter, what the roads are like, that kind of thing, I'd be happy to do them again. But just let me know in the comments, because otherwise I might not, just because, you know, they're not Chris's favorite thing to do. Just drive me around, but he's happy to do it if you guys are interested in it. So. He wants to show every part of Yellowknife and encourage as many people as possible to live here. He just loves it. So. Another for sale sign there, but I think that was for a like commercial area. So this is where they keep a lot of the sled dogs. Behind that green fence. So now we are headed up to an area where there's really nice houses. I actually thought they were apartments. Some of them we were driving by, I'm like, oh, these have got to be apartments. And Chris is like, nope, they're not. Trust me, they're just houses. We also said it's kind of weird that the industrial and the residential areas are kind of mixed here. Because as you can see, there was definitely some industrial sort of commercial buildings there, and then a house and some beautiful houses. I don't know, kind of weird. Look at that, a mansion. So these are like, I would imagine, over $1 million, these houses. Correct me if I'm wrong, you Yellowknife people. I was also saying this would be a great area to go trick-or-treating if we have trick-or-treating this year. The government was supposed to come out with something at the beginning of the month, and they haven't yet, so we'll see. I'm going to assume it's a go. We haven't had any COVID cases since April, so I'm not too worried about that. Also, with the World Health Organization coming out and saying that basically the regular flu is 9 times as deadly as COVID, I am not worried, but I am grateful for COVID so far, just because it's been a great preparation in a lot of ways for, you know, our government and our, you know, stores and just ourselves to get food storage, and all sorts of preparation has been done so that, you know, if bigger things come, then we are prepared, I feel like. So there's been a lot of good that's come out of it. We've got to look at the good, right? It stopped the world for a while, and I know that, of course, a lot of bad has come out of it for a lot of people, and if you're one of those people and you're watching, I am truly sorry for you and your family, or if you've been afflicted in any other way. But yeah, I'm grateful that we have more facts and more ways to treat it now, and we definitely don't need to live in fear anymore of it. So you know, it was scary when it first came out and we didn't know how to treat it, so it's totally made sense that we've done a lot of these things. How Chris was joking when we were passing this house, like, that fence is worth more than our home. These houses are just beautiful. But so we've got 2 town tours left after this one. We've got, what have we got? Uptown and Niven Lake. So that was the area I was talking about earlier that I would like to live in one day, or this beautiful area, you know, because we're going to have $1 million hanging around. Chris laughs at me. He's like, look at that hockey setup. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so those are coming. So definitely make sure you subscribe for those. There's a little park again. As we're just coming up to the end here, guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much if you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, and if you take the time to comment on my videos. I really appreciate that, and I love hearing from you guys. I love to know why you're watching, and if you're planning on moving here or visiting or whatever it might be. Definitely let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys, and I appreciate all your support in the way of thumbs ups and watching the video, all that stuff. So thank you so much. This has been a dream come true for me to have this channel. So I love you guys. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video as well.